Now, on the 11th of April 2024, you will know that the company WeBuyCars listed on the JSE, and the share price since then has been surging like crazy. I mean, WeBuyCars share price has grown by 122% since last year in April the 11th, meaning that if you had invested, obviously, maybe 10,000, 100,000, you could have doubled your money right now as I'm doing this video, which is something that is great. And of course, it speaks volumes about the kind of good work that WeBuyCars is doing or is making for all to see. I mean, the market that WeBuyCars is in of secondhand, I think it's a market that is still expected to do very well because, I mean, let's be real, right? New cars are quite expensive, and therefore people are going for the second-hand cars because at least they are quite affordable. At least even if you want premium, especially those that want premium cars like your BBAs, those cars, if you're buying brand new, they are quite pricey, and people are opting to go for second hand, right? And that is where companies like WeBuyCars come in, and they are making money. Not just the luxury brands only, but cars in general. People are opting to go for second-hand cars than going to buy new cars, except for the uh, cars that are obviously coming from China. Chinese cars have flooded the streets of South Africa. You and me already know that. And those are the cars that, when you talk about new car sales, those are the cars that are being bought the most because they have shaken, or they are shaking the car market in South Africa like crazy, and the people are just buying those cars. Personally, if you are to think, each and every month, or maybe 1 or 2 months, there will always be someone that you know that goes and buy a Chinese car. Just last month alone, if I remember very well, there are two people that I know that bought Chinese cars, right? Think one bought Cherry, another bought Haval. And obviously this just talks or speaks volumes about what people are buying out there. But those that are not buying Chinese cars, because in as much as Chinese cars are being bought, of course, and they are doing well, there are those that are still not comfortable buying Chinese cars, and therefore they would rather go to your WeBuyCars to buy second-hand cars. There is still a demand for that, and this is why WeBuyCars is doing so well in terms of the profits that they are making. I mean, WeBuyCars just came and said that, look, they are expecting 100% increase of earnings per share, and this comes after they have listed just last year, which is something that is crazy. So they are expecting 100% increase of basic earnings from a loss of 69 million to a gain of 505 million rand, or of between 505 million rand, which is a minimum, to 508.8 million rand, or which is a maximum, right? They are expecting their headline earnings to rise from 69.5 million to a gain of obviously 506 million rands. This speaks volumes about the second-hand car market, to see that, look, it's booming, and I don't expect any slowdown anytime soon, because in as much as, yes, there are new cars that are being bought in South Africa, but the second-hand car market, because of the fact that cars are pricey, it is still going to boom. People are still going to consider going to the second-hand market, because that market is where you get at least some good deals. You can get your Beamer at quite an affordable price. You can get your Mac at quite an affordable price. You can get your VW at quite an affordable price. Today, I just took in one of my cars for service, and one thing that I realized as I was waiting for a pickup to fetch me, right? I went in and I was just checking how much cars are being priced at. I mean, I checked the Polo TSI starts around 400, and I think the Polo TSI that I saw there, it's around 440, and I think it was a Highline, I must say. The GTI, Polo GTI, I think it was around 600,000, and then you've got the Golf. Golf, it starts around, I think, 600,000, also over 600,000. Then the GTI, it's almost R1,000,000. Now, the Tiguan, if I remember well, it's almost R1,000,000 also, and the Amarok, I think the V6, it's 1.2 million. So I'm telling you these figures that I just saw today because it made me realize that cars are expensive, man. I mean, one of the cars that I drive is the Polo TSI, right? And I think it's the 2015 TSI. That car, if I'm to be honest with you, I think I bought it for around 240,000, and it was a brand new car. It was a comfort line. It has got a sunroof, armrest, all these nice extras, but it was 240,000, right? Of course, it was an installment. I took it with a Cascoloto. So this, seeing now that a TSI, it's around 400,000. Yo, yeah, this just continues shocking to say that cars are pricey, cars are expensive, and this is why second-hand cars from WeBuyCars or companies like your WeBuyCars will continue doing very well. So yeah, man, I thought I'd come and give you this quick update. I mean, when I went and looked at the prices of the cars at the dealer, at the VW dealer shop today, it made me realize that, hey, I don't think I'm ready for a new car as yet, right? But anyways, tell me what you think about this. What are your thoughts about the car market in South Africa? Yeah, we buy cars, share price wise 100%, and they are doing well because there is some good demand into the second-hand car market in South Africa due to the fact that cars or brand new cars are pricey. There are people though that are buying new cars. I must say there are quite a number of people that I also know that have bought your Polos, that have bought your Tiguan, that have bought your Amarok. I know someone who bought Amarok V6, right? And yeah, in as much as yes, these cars are pricey, there are people that are going out there and buy these cars. So yeah, man, tell me what you think about this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Take me some time to make these videos, and yeah, I appreciate you liking the videos and of course subscribing also. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.